Breaking news, if you have a bank account, a debit card, you need to watch this video now. Let me repeat that for anybody that didn't hear. If you have a debit card, a bank account, and a phone number, listen closely, because your phone number, yes, the same one you've had for years, can now be stolen in minutes. And once it is, a criminal can walk straight into your bank account while you're asleep, at work, or sitting at dinner with your family. And the worst part, you won't even know it happened until your money is already gone. This isn't a scare tactic. This is a real scam hitting thousands of people, from tech-savvy adults to seniors who barely use their phones, and it's happening faster than banks or carriers can stop it. On today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how criminals hijack your phone number, how they bypass security you thought was protecting you, and how people are waking up to $10,000, $20,000, and even $50,000 missing from their bank accounts. But most importantly, I'm going to show you exactly how to protect yourself before it happens.
How did a Maryland woman lose $17,000 even though she had two-factor authentication on all of her accounts?
But first, let's start with the story that exposes just how broken the system really is. It all started with something so simple, a phone that suddenly stopped working. For 86-year-old Joanne, it was her landline. Hear what I just said, her landline. She had just gotten home from the hospital, picked up the phone, and it was dead. No dial tone, no signal, nothing. Her son Steve called AT&T to report the issue. They told him something he'd never heard before. There was a breach. We think your phone number was stolen. Stolen? Not forwarded, not accidentally disconnected, stolen. So they gave Joanne a new number and assured them it was handled. But the next month, a letter came from the bank. Possible fraudulent activity on her savings account. She rushed to the branch, they pulled up her account, and the banker delivered the punch. $25,000 had been wired out. The shocking part? Not how much was taken, but how it was taken. Weeks after, her phone number was hijacked. A criminal used that stolen number to reset her online banking, accessed an account still tied to her late husband's information, and wired out $25,000 clean. No password stolen, no phishing link clicked, no scam call, just her phone number and an outdated bank account. That's all it took. Most people don't realize this, but your phone number is basically your digital ID. Once someone takes it over, they get your text messages, they get your two-factor authentication codes, they get your bank alerts. They can reset any password tied to that number. And if they own that phone number, they own you. Here's what criminals do. Step one, they gather small pieces of your identity. Nothing major. They don't even need your social security number, just your old address, your phone number, or your birthday. And as with Joanne, a deceased spouse name, public records info, maybe a leaked data breach profile. Half this stuff is already floating around the internet anyway. Step two, they call your carrier and pretend to be you. And here's the problem. Phone carriers prioritize convenience over security. They want it to be easy for customers to transfer phone numbers to new devices. But that's also what makes it easy for criminals. They walk in and say, I need to port my number to a new phone. If the rep doesn't follow strict verification, or is just tired, distracted, or careless, boom, your number gets transferred to their SIM card. Now, step three, they walk into your bank digitally. Most banks rely on SMS text codes. So the second criminals get your phone number, they click forget password. The bank texts them, not you. They reset the password, they log in, they transfer your money. You don't even need to get an alert because it goes to their phone. This is why it's nearly impossible to detect it in real time. Now understand, what happened to Joanne was the old school method, but today, hackers are doing the same thing to your cell phone, not your landline, and that is where the real danger begins.
Verizon said someone in California walked into one of its stores and purchased a new phone along with a new SIM card and used Hussey's current phone number to activate the new phone.
Now there's a man named Jeff whose story is almost identical, but even scarier. He suddenly stopped receiving calls. Then he got notifications, password changed, login attempt detected, bank alert. Except none of these messages were going to his phone. They were going to the criminal's phone. By the time he reached Bank of America, $21,000 was gone. Same method, different victim, same vulnerability. His phone number. The FBI reported SIM swapping losses jumped to $68 million in a single year. And that's just what we know about. Criminals don't need hacking software. They don't need special equipment. Just 3 things: your phone number, your personal info, and a careless carrier employee. That's it. Banks act like SMS verification is secure. It isn't. It used to be, but today, SMS is one of the weakest forms of identity verification. And carriers, they still haven't fixed the port out vulnerability. That's why scams like this keep happening. Because the 2 biggest institutions controlling your identity, your phone carrier and your bank, are using outdated security that criminals evolve past every single year, and you are the one paying for those flaws. Now here's exactly what you need to do to prevent this from happening to you. Not optional, not nice to have. Do these 6 things today. Number 1, I want you to add a port out pin to your phone number. Every carrier offers this, but they do not turn it on by default. So you need an account pin, a port out pin, and a note requiring in-person verification for transfers. This stops 80% of SIM swap attempts. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with a 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Brandon, Brandon's credit score went up 185 points after just 1 round with DisputeBeast. And Ashley's credit score went up 218 points after just 2 rounds with DisputeBeast. But let's not forget about Julio. Julio's credit score went up 266 points after just 1 round with DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast's link is going to be pinned at the very top of the comments and in the video description for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Number 2, I think, is the most underrated thing that people don't understand is important. Freeze your credit. If you're doing credit repair, your credit can still remain frozen. Why do you walk around with your credit just out in the open for everyone to get? It's not necessary. It's completely 1,000% free to freeze your credit with every single credit reporting agency. You can go to Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, and freeze all 3. Freeze your kids too. Freeze your parents. Freeze everyone. Go to work and tell them to freeze their credit because it's not safe, ladies and gentlemen. Now also be aware, if you go online and then it pops up, oh, you have to pay for it, go back to the search bar and go and scroll all the way farther down, because TransUnion and Equifax has been sued because they put a link at the very top that they're paying as an advertisement that makes you sign up and pay for a paid version of their service to freeze your credit. Imagine that. The credit bureau's trying to scam people. Number 3, update your bank account information. Old phone numbers, old emails, old joint accounts. These are gold mines for criminals. Make sure everything is current and up to date. Number 4, stop using text message verification. You want to switch to some type of authenticator app. Now, a lot of apps actually offer this for free. Google has one. If you feel safe using that, that's up to you. It's going to be your choice. But also you have hardware keys. Like Apple iPhones have a type of key service that will actually allow you to use it for every type of device. Well, it depends on the app that you're trying to use. Might allow you to use that also. Now, email verification is a huge one. App-based approvals, that's really big. And anything except SMS. Always remember that. Number 5 is a huge one. Turn on real bank alerts. Enable notifications for transfers, new devices, login attempts, password resets. That's a huge one. If something looks off, you catch it faster. The biggest one, have it set up for email notifications, and then set your emails up so your email actually sends you a push notification if it comes from your bank. That's a huge one that nobody ever takes advantage of. Yes, it does exist. Yes, it's a little bit of work, but it's totally worth it to keep you safe. And number 6, teach this to your parents and your grandparents. They are the #1 target group for this scam. Why? Because they trust phone calls. They don't check online banking often. You know that. They keep those old accounts active. They rarely update information, and they have a savings. One 20-minute conversation could save them thousands. Last part's the most important. So what do you do if this happens to you? Here is the exact emergency checklist. Follow this in this exact order. Number 1, call your carrier immediately and tell them, my number has been ported out without my permission. Shut it down now and return it to my SIM. Request a fraud report out letter. Your bank will require this. Nobody ever tells you that part. Number 2, log into your bank and reset everything. Update your passwords, contact info, authentication method, and remove unknown devices. This is a big one that people never do. Go into your actual bank settings and look at the devices that have been logged in and that it recognizes. If you don't recognize one, delete it immediately. Step 3, call the fraud department, not customer service, and say a port out occurred, your identity was compromised, and freeze all outgoing transfers immediately and get a case number and the name of the actual person that you talked to. And if I were you, I would record the entire phone call and let them know it's being recorded, because in some states it's required for you to say that. Number 4, freeze your credit at all 3 credit reporting agencies. And step number 5, file these reports. These are huge. You're gonna file an FTC identity theft report. All of these are free, of course. A police report, a state report, I know that sounds crazy, but an attorney general report also. Documentation speeds up refunds more than ever. The bank can say, oh, well, can we get this? Can we get that? When you come prepared, they can't stop you and you can keep this train moving. And number 6, document everything. Names, dates, times, screenshots. This is how people get their money returned much faster. Because listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, sometimes getting your money back from the bank is gonna be the hardest thing possible to prove that you're not trying to scam them. Your phone number has become your new social security number. Whoever controls it controls your identity. Share this video with someone, especially an older family member, because this scam is growing faster than people realize. Stay safe and stay aware. And if you have any collections, charge-offs, or negative items that you need to delete from your credit reports, make sure to watch this video right here, because it's gonna show you how AI will do all the work for you, mail the letters, and it comes with a 110% money back guarantee. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.